There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus to break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Hello everyone, welcome to this video. My name's Danny, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Break Every Chain, which is originally written by Will Reagan and United Pursuit, but it's also been done by Jesus Culture, made famous by them, and again made famous by Tasha Cobbs, so it's a pretty well-known song. So we're going to get into it in just a second, but before we do that, real quick, I just want to let you know that if you want to take your worship piano playing to a whole nother level and learn how to play amazing sounding worship piano, I've written a book just for you, and you can check it out. There's a link in the description below this video. So if that's something that you'd like, then please check that out, and I'll explain more at the end as well. Okay, so let's get right into this song, starting with the key, which is super important. This song is in the key of A. So we're just going to go through the scale really quick, and then I'll show you the interval numbers, and then we'll get into the chords. So let me just play through the scale, and I would invite you to play along with me just to go through that scale, and make sure that in your practice time you are playing through the scale before you just start jumping into the song, because it's super important to know the key that you're in, where you can play and where you can't play. So this song is in the key of A major, so that's what we'll be looking at today. But of course, whatever key you're playing it in, just play through that scale and get yourself really acquainted with it. So the key of A has 3 sharps, and those sharps are F, C, and G. So let's just go ahead and play through the A major scale. I'll just play through it and call out the notes for you real quick. So we have A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. All right, and that's our A major scale. Please play through it. It'll really do you good. So, of course, the interval numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the interval numbers if you're looking at those. Those are also very good to know. All right, now let's go ahead and get right into the chords. One thing I love about this song is that there's only 4 chords, and you play them in the same order the whole time, all throughout the song. All right, now let's go through those chords. So the chords are going to be, we're starting with F sharp minor, which is the 6th chord in the key of A. All right, now let's take the left hand first. So if we're looking at the left hand, here is middle C on my keyboard. So we're going to come down to this F sharp right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to play these 3 notes: F sharp, C sharp, F sharp. So just like that. And then with the right hand, what we're going to do is, here's middle C again. We're just going to put our thumb on this A right here below middle C. And we're going to play A, C sharp, E. So those 3 notes. So altogether, that looks and sounds like this. It's a nice sounding minor chord right there. Another thing you can do if you want to make it sound a little bit more thin and hollow is you can take out this E on the top here with the right hand, so that you're only playing A and C sharp with the right hand. So that sounds like this. That also sounds nice too, especially for the intro, if you want to go for that kind of feel. Okay, so after we play that F sharp minor, then the second chord that we have is a D major. So what we're going to do for the left hand, we're here, we're just going to jump down to here, and we're going to play these 3 notes. We're going to play D, A, D. So just like that. And then for the right hand, what we're going to do is we're going to play A, and then D, E. those three notes just like that. So all together, that looks and sounds like this. All right, there's our second chord. Now the third chord in this progression is going to be A major, which is the 1 chord in the key of A, of course. So for the left hand, we're just going to come up here to this A, and we're only going to play 2 notes this time with the left hand. So what we're going to do is play A and E. All right, and with the right hand, what we're going to play is A, C sharp, E. So all together, that looks and sounds like this. All right, and there's our A major chord. And the last chord in the progression is going to be E major, which is the 5 chord in the key of A. So we're here for the left hand. What we're going to do is we're going to keep our thumb on this E right here, but we're going to come down here like this. So what we're going to play is E, B, E with the left hand. And for the right hand, what we're going to do is we're going to shift our position just a little bit, and we're going to put our thumb, which was on the A, we're going to put that on G sharp, and then we're going to play B, and then E. So those 3 notes. And that's what that looks and sounds like all together. All right, so let me just go through those again real quick for you. This is what we've got. We've got F sharp minor. That's the 6, and then we've got the 4, which is D major. And then the 1, A major. And then the 5, which is E major. All right, and for one more thing is that for the 5 on the E major chord is that you can also take off the E here on top with the right hand if you want to make this one sound a little bit more thin and hollow, modern, whatever you want to call it. So that would just sound like this. All right, and there you go. That's that, my friends. That's all the chords in this song. So it's nice and easy for the most part. All right, now let's just look at one last thing. Let me just kind of show you what you can do for the rhythm in this song for all the chords. Now, I'm just going to show you with the F sharp minor chord, but just remember that you're going to want to do this for all the chords as you play the chords themselves, as you transition between the chords and everything. Rhythm is super important. So let's go ahead and look at this. Let's take the F sharp minor chord again, which is the 6th chord. It's the first chord that we play. So it looks like that. So what you're going to want to do is play all the notes together. Usually, like 90% of the time, this is what I do. Play all of them together, all 6. And then after you do that, what I like to do is to play some stuff with the right hand. Whatever you want to do, whether you just play the chord again, just like that, rhythmically, which is something nice and simple you can do, or just kind of keep your hand right here, but you can switch a little bit. Something like that. Or if you just want to go off and play a bunch of runs and stuff. Whatever you want to do. And if you want to play stuff like that, then check out the link for my book in the description below. Okay, so anyway, we have both hands together, and then a little bit of right hand work. And then before you switch to the next chord, I highly suggest, again, at least 90% of the time, unless you're playing the chords super quick and it's a fast transition, but these are not fast transitions between these chords. So what I recommend is to play together, right hand, and then play the left hand one more time, but don't play them at the same time. Play them arpeggiated, which means separately from bottom to top. Okay, so altogether what that looks like is going to be this. So you see what I'm doing there? I just gave you a couple measures there where I played hands together, right hand, and then left hand. And then what you're going to want to do is just switch chords and do that for every chord and just make it sound nice, you know, and that's where your own taste and improvisation comes in. And I'll leave the practicing and the groundwork to you. All right, so there you go. That is how you play Break Every Chain by Will Reagan and United Pursuit and Jesus Culture, Tasha Cobbs, you know, whatever you want to say, whatever version you like. That's how you play the song. I really hope this tutorial helped you out greatly. I hope you have an amazing time practicing this song and, more importantly, worshiping God. So let me tell you a little bit more about my book. It's called Basic to Amazing Worship Piano, once again. And in this book, what I do is I give you 3 tips, hacks, keys, whatever you want to call them, to take your piano playing in worship to an amazing level. So the first one is the left hand, what you can play with the left hand, what you can't play with the left hand, where you can play and where you don't want to play. So that's super important. That'll give you the groundwork, like the foundation, the left hand. All right, and then the second key is going to be the right hand. What you should, I think, play with the right hand, and what you can do with that, how to work together with the left hand, what sounds good, and what makes it easy for you so that you're not switching like big changes all the time, which makes it just super hard to be able to do any improv or anything that sounds good. All right, and the third key is definitely my absolute favorite. It is an amazing hack to give you just awesome sounding improv. So this third key is a tip where I give you a fail-proof system for improvisation with the right hand, but also with the left hand. So you can even do them at the same time, and it just sounds awesome. If you follow this little trick, you cannot fail and you can't play a sour note. I think the book is worth it just for the third trick alone. All right, and that is what the book gives you. So if you're interested, then please check that out. And I hope that if you end up getting it, then it'll greatly bless you, and I'm sure it will. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Have an amazing time practicing. Have a great day, and God bless.